I was born and raised in Long Beach, California. To be more specific, the east side of Long Beach, where gang activity was and still prominent today. Although I could never experience the hardships my parents went through, I also went through my own hardships growing up. I was raised by a single mother and older brother. My pops was still around, so I was fortunate enough to see him every other weekend. Long Beach is a very diverse city, a melting pot, but with that comes a lot of racial tension, especially in the areas where I grew up. There were lots of families on Section 8 housing, lots of poverty, high unemployment rates, which ultimately led to drug abuse, drug dealing, robberies, and other gang activities. I used to think shootings and drive-bys was somewhat a normal thing. I don't care what part of Long Beach you're from. If you lived there for some time, shooting and murders wasn't a surprise. I found skateboarding when I was about 10 or 12 years old. During summer days, I remember spending most of the day on the streets with neighborhood friends. No adult supervision, just friends and our skateboards. Most of the time, my mom didn't even know where I was at, didn't talk to each other for 10 hours of the day, and just hoped I'd make it back home when it gets dark. So I can definitely relate to these kids where they had no one to watch after them, no one to seek guidance from, just their friends, taking life one day at a time. I remember one day my friends and I were skating on the corner of a street, Temple Avenue and 11th Street. There was about 10 of us. I remember seeing two slightly older Cambodian guys walk past us. Didn't think anything of it, but then they turned around at the end of the block and walked back a few minutes later. As they got closer, one of them approached me. I thought this dude was going in for a handshake, but then pulled out a knife, put it towards my neck, snatched my necklace, and just walked away unfazed. I was literally stuck in shock, but something inside me told me to just let it be. I was about 12 years old and experienced my first robbery. After that day, I knew this gang stuff was real, that anything can happen on the streets, and can happen to anyone. One day, I got a direct message on Instagram from this dude talking about how he wanted to open up a community center. I get hundreds of messages about helping people, giving back, donating, etc., so I didn't think much of it, but I did archive it so I can get back to him when I had more time on my hands. But he was very consistent. He started shooting me photos of the actual building, all ran down, told me he wanted to buy it, and then he actually bought it. To me, that was a major move. I was like, damn, this dude is really about making this shit happen, which means he really cares for the kids. So then we started talking ever since. I remember Dillion telling me a story about one particular student who was sent to detention because he refused to take his LVFT snapback off, which in my head was pretty cool. As Dillion told me more about this particular kid, my heart sank. This dude was a heavier kid at his age, quiet, probably picked on by a lot of other students. When he was just a little boy, he was in a car wreck with his sister and mother, whom which both were killed. He was the only survivor, and then 2 years later, his dad committed suicide. So I felt for this kid, but that's the kind of reality these kids are living in. Some had never even met their parents, struggle to put food on the table, and the list goes on. By this time, I still really didn't know much about Oklahoma, nor about the town of Wewoka at all. I just knew that kids growing up there didn't have much.
Yeah, so to recap everybody, we're in Oklahoma right now, and in this bag right here, I got a ton of goodies, lift it stuff, just extra things that we had laying at the warehouse. We're gonna donate it to the youth center that I've been working with for the past year, I could say. Yeah, I've just been, one of the guys, Dillion, he's a veteran from the Army, a teacher now, and he reached out to me a while back talking about this youth center that he's starting up because I guess out here there's like nothing to do, and a lot of the kids out here don't have parents, because there's a lot of like drug problems and addiction problems and stuff. So kids just get left out and literally have nowhere to go. We were having a conversation last night, and he was talking about like some of these kids don't even see their parents. Like over the weekend, he asks them like, have you seen your mom or dad? He's like, oh, I haven't spoke with them, and that's kind of scary. Like growing up, not having someone to look up to, nowhere to go, so this community center that Dillion actually built from the ground up, you guys will hear about that later. It's kind of like a safe haven for these kids to kind of just meet up and, have somewhere to be instead of just out, where there's nothing to do except drugs and, crime and stuff. So yeah, I could definitely relate to these kids, growing up in a rough environment. And that's why I'm here. As soon as he reached out and told me about it, I was like, dude, I'm gonna hop on it. I don't care if it's in Oklahoma, we're doing this, So yeah, we're here now, and we're about to go get picked up by him right now. So yeah, man, I've been talking to Dillion for, I guess, like, yeah, a little over a year. And he's been like sending me pictures of this project at first that he wanted to do. And he was just sending me pictures of this building that was just gravel, like literally nothing. I was like, all right, dude, like, what are you gonna do? He's like, I'm gonna buy this building out and I wanna build a community center for kids. And to me, I'm like, dude, that's a lot of work, man. So I kind of just thought nothing really of it, you know, but I still kept tabs on him because it was like a good idea. So then, you know, time goes by and all of a sudden he sends me another picture and there's, you know, construction workers and kids working. I'm like, dude, this guy's serious, you know. And I asked him, dude, did you get the building? And sure enough, he did. Obviously, it was like very hard. He had to fund the whole thing himself, got grants and stuff. So then, you know, you could see the progression through our text messages from a broken down building to having it be semi-built, and then all of a sudden, like refurbished and everything. And then he started putting gym equipment in there, and then he started getting kids to sign up. And he got at first 100 pre-registered kids, and then now he has like about 50 to 60 active kids. So, you know, it's just pretty crazy. And then, you know, like I said, throughout the text messages, he would send me pictures of the kids working out, and then the kids just encouraging each other.
Let's go, bro. Fight through it. You didn't come this far to come here. Let's go. Finish.
You know, becoming friends and, you know, learning computer skills and other skill sets that Dillion would teach them. So, because out here there's no YMCA or anything like that, you know, so he's providing that type of value to these kids for free. Yeah, so then, you know, earlier I think about 6 months ago or 4 months ago, you know, we sent a bunch of Live Fit clothes, extra stuff, and, you know, a little bit of money just to help out, and the kids were stoked on it. So he was sending me pictures of these kids that just rock and Live Fit, and this one particular kid just was telling me that he wouldn't want to take off the hat. You know, this is the only hat he wears, so I got him another brand new hat right here. But yeah, these kids are super stoked. Check this. So we got a ton of hats here, clothes, just extra ton, yeah, it's just a ton of extra stuff. And then check this. I'll open it later, but this is a check, a display check. So Dillion doesn't even know, but I brought him a check for $2,000, you know. And I actually made a canvas, designed a Live Fit check for him so he can just keep. But yeah, you guys will see that later once we open it. It's pretty sick. But yeah, then like I said, other accessories, socks and whatnot. But yeah, man, this is like the least I can do. Yeah, literally, you know, with my busy schedule, found some time. I was like, you know what? Let's book a flight, because if not, it's just gonna drag on. You know, he said that the center is ready, you know, it's open. So I'm like, dude, let's do it. So I hit up Germany, and you know, sure enough, bought plane tickets, got over here on our own dime, and literally just yeah, gonna do this thing. And this check, $2,000, might not be, you know, much to some people, but to these kids it might mean the world. You know, it can go a long ways. So that's the least I can do. What's up, man?
What's up, man?
Gonna get you on here. How's your foot?
Filling up, bro. I got the shoe on it.
All right, dope. Yo, guys, this is Dillion right here. I'm gonna recap you on who he is in a second and why we're here.
I couldn't get a hold of him. He no-showed.
Yeah.
So I asked him, and he told me I couldn't charge my phone. You know me, I was like, man, why the fuck couldn't you charge my phone? That's simple shit. And then he was like, dude, we don't have electricity right now.
Fuck.
I was like, damn. That's when it hit me hard. I was like, okay, this is what's really going on. He's gonna be expecting a lot of kids being pushed in ways that a lot of kids aren't. He's gonna see a different area in Oklahoma versus Oklahoma City. He's gonna get to see the background of a lot of our kids, some of the home lives that these kids come from, and overall just the challenges that kids face coming from smaller communities. So the project itself has taken me close to 3 years just to get it to where it is now. So it took me an entire year just to raise the money to buy it, and then it's taken me an entire year just to get it to where it is today. It's a 7,800 square foot total, and it's 2 stories, but we only utilize the bottom floor. So it's one of the bigger buildings that we have in town. My overall accomplishment is to get kids prepared for the real world, not just college. I am a teacher, so a lot of people assume I force these kids to go to college, but we're all about the mindset down at our building. We just want our kids to have the mindset and the resiliency that it's going to take to survive in the real world. So that's basically what we're doing, and our hopes is that every kid that comes through our doors, you know, ultimately becomes a good leader in their own life wherever they end up going. So that's it. We just want our kids to develop into good people and the good leaders, and we want them to take the mindset that we taught them and help them establish, and we want them to share it to the world wherever else they go. We're on our 3rd year right now, so it's been a pretty brutal process, but it's been worth it.
So yeah, we're here in, you can say it again, the city. Wewoka, Oklahoma. So this is his parents' place right here. So, you know, taking us down here, give a little background, kind of see how he grew up, and fuck, dude.
Small town Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Graduated with 35 kids, so
35 kids. He knew everybody in his senior class.
Yep.
And I was telling him I've fucking seen a new student every day at Wilson. And I was like, who are you, dude? But, yeah, dude.
Y'all's in California?
Yep, California.
Whereabouts?
Los Angeles. Yeah. City, all city. So this is very foreign to me.
Oh, I can imagine.
He didn't believe Earlsboro. He didn't believe that was a strip club.
I was like, hey, he's cute.
Oh, that little old place right there off the highway?
Yeah, it looked like a shack. I was like, hey, he's messing with me.
Yeah. Well, you know, it'd be the same if I went to California. It'd be a big shock to me.
Yeah, huh? He probably would, yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Now, what nationality are you?
I'm Cambodian.
Cambodian?
Yeah, he's Cambodian too as well.
Okay.
Yeah, yep. There's none of those, no Cambodians here, right?
No, but
Filipino.
yeah, I'm Filipino.
Half full?
Half.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, you look like a little bit of something there.
Well, and what's crazy, you know, in Oklahoma, if you're Indian,
Yeah.
you get all kinds of benefits.
Yeah, all kinds of perks, right?
And I got friends that are blonde-headed, blue-eyed, college paid for, this paid for, you know. And
Yeah.
so how long y'all gonna be down for?
We take off tomorrow morning. Yeah, so we're gonna get a lot of footage, go check out the outreach center, and you know, get as much footage as we can, talk to the kids, and see what I can do, and then yeah, just catch a flight right back because I got a busy week. You know, it's always busy for me, but.
But I tell you what, Dillion's done with some of these kids has been amazing.
Oh yeah, that's why I've seen it, you know, and I was like, you know what, I got to go check this out. This is good.
You know, he grew up. We always coached him growing up through everything, you know. And he's seen firsthand. We had kids when he was in 4th grade, and he can tell you about it. There was black kids, and we was playing Little League football, and we may play out of town 40 miles, and we come home, and my wife would have to drive a car, I'd have to drive a car, you know, just to haul all these kids. And we'd come home, we'd go take these kids home, there wouldn't be a parent home, nobody.
Dude,
and so we just have to take them home for the weekend. And, you know, it just always blew my mind how they didn't care where their kids were. They didn't worry about them. And like his grade, when we started out, had a bunch of kids that would fight as 4th graders, but they would fight really hurt somebody.
Yeah, yeah.
And we had a 4th grade teacher that her son was playing. And the only way we could turn these kids around was I said, look, this isn't associated with the school. If Friday the teacher's gonna come out, and if you're in trouble at school, you're in trouble, and your name's in this envelope, you're not playing.
Mm-hmm.
And you go 2 times, you're suspended, and that's really kind of turned them kids around.
Mm-hmm.
And I think with Dillion growing up, a lot of that, he saw it.
Yeah. It's definitely reflecting on it, you know, for sure, because he was telling me with these kids that don't have, or don't even see the parents or don't have parents, it's like that's
It's
you
not
know,
their fault.
yeah,
you know?
yeah. They're just put in the position that they are helpless with, you know. Yeah, that's just, it's crazy, you know, because back home, I grew up in a rough neighborhood too with a lot of gang activities, but it's still a city. There's still people around. You know, the kids have somewhere to go at least, you know. There's outreach centers left and right, you know. So when he told me about this whole thing that he was doing and how these kids just either just get abandoned, you know, that was a trip. And saying some kids that don't even have electricity at their house.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah,
you know?
You don't see that with kids. I tell them about when you drop them off for after football games and they just come right back with us.
Yeah, dude.
That's because they wouldn't.
That's good for you guys, you know. I mean, that's.
Lights would be off. I'd have like 3 or 4 kids in there with me.
Hey, but that's what it's all about, man. You know, you got to show, or give, you know, house these kids for a bit and just tell them that, hey, man, you guys matter. You know, because if not, dude, it's just a shitty cycle that's gonna keep going.
Dude, I think if they would have had something like what we have growing up
Mm-hmm.
to help, because y'all couldn't be there the whole damn time.
No.
And how many of those kids? A couple of them ended up in jail just because shit. My mom and dad can only do so much.
I know, yeah, you guys are already doing enough.
But
We
even the little bit they did, you could tell like the change.
We had a
It was
kid one
spark,
time,
but-
and we had a kid one time, and I tell this story a lot. And I think he was a couple of years older than Dillion, but he's a black kid, and he was real black. And my Dillion's youngest sister, when we was growing up, she would see him and she'd get scared. And he was real broad,
Yeah.
you know. And all through his growing up, he was on medication. And he was a heck of an athlete. And he gets up to high school. And the high school coach calls me one day and said, hey, will you come talk to Marcus? We're having trouble with him and this, you know. Well, the high school coach weighed about 350 pounds. And he was one of them that yelled and screamed. And so I picked up this kid after practice and I take him to Sonic. And we pulled in there and Marcus, how you doing? You know, we just kind of talking. And I said, you want something to eat? He said, oh yeah, you know. I said, order what you want, you know. So he orders. And while we're waiting for him to get his food, he looked at him and he said, man, he said, Rodney, at my house, if you want to eat, it's cereal. And if you want to get it wet, you put water on it. So this was a kid that was getting up every morning, couldn't wait to go to school because he got breakfast. And then he got lunch. Well, after that, that's what this kid was eating.
Mm-hmm.
So I talked to him about the coach. And I said, Marcus, just let it go in one ear and out the other. And so I go tell this coach, this is what this kid's home life.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not getting nothing to eat when he goes home. I said, you just got to respect him, quit yelling at him. And now he's got a little girl and is doing real good in the community.
That's good.
And you watch him with his daughter, and he makes sure she's dressed good
That's
and
good.
well-mannered, you know, and it's stuff like that. You just go, man, you know, it's worth it to
Oh, yeah.
help some of these kids, you know.
Yeah.
So Charles, that kid that we got in the military and graduated early, he's up in that house right there in the corner.
Oh shit. Dude, that house back there was just like abandoned. These are abandoned houses?
Now, if people live there, bro.
No. No, that fucking house right
I
there.
promise.
The woods cut, what do you mean?
I'm telling you, bro. Ask the kids. Motherfuckers live there.
So the house is obviously the family owns it, and
Usually, or it's
outright.
like Section 8, you know.
Okay, so there is Section 8 here. Okay, yeah. Yeah, because there's Section 8 everywhere where I was. My mom had that, you know. We're raised on that shit, food stamps and all that stuff. But fuck, man. But we were in apartments. I was like gonna even ask about like animal shelters and shit, but I think that's the least of the fucking worries here.
Yeah. Elementary. High school starts right here on this side. I have a couple kids that live in that house right there.
So what are they doing right now? Are they in school or?
No,
Yeah.
school will start for a couple more weeks.
So they're literally just inside chilling.
We're out to no good. See random dudes like this walking around in backpacks, probably selling drugs.
Oh, the Sonics. That's what your dad was talking about, huh?
Yeah, so this is like the town, the core of it.
Really?
Yeah, this isn't downtown, this is just like the main street.
What?
Yeah, I'll show you like all of our facilities and shit.
Everything looks like it's out of business, but I guess it's
Yeah, most
not.
of it is.
Oh. Damn, dude. I know. It's like, okay, yeah, you grow up here, get educated, cool. I need to get a job now. Like, what is, you know? Whoa.
There's not a market for that shit, you know? You can't open a business, depending on what it is, because the average income, even like restaurants, you know, they don't last long. Brought a pizza place in, but they were charging way too fucking much.
It's got to be a place for like a monopoly, like a Amazon coming here, then house everybody here and build everything here, you know? Because if not, it's not feasible. You can't. Just like you said, shit's just gonna cost too much.
It's a hanging tree.
Oh shit! Like back in the day, right?
Yup.
Fucking hang.
Supposedly our buildings are some of the most haunted buildings in the entire state.
Hey man, why are you telling me that now, man? The fuck? Yeah.
That apartment complex. Not a lot good going on there. A lot of drugs in and out of there.
You said you can go in there and just get whatever you want?
Yeah.
Fuck,
For
dude.
the most part.
So there's people in there right now?
Yeah.
And the fucking courthouse is right here?
The courthouse is right down there.
Fuck, dude.
Yup. This is downtown. So our building's like right
Yeah, dude.
next door.
Yeah, so we drove by the courthouse they have here in downtown. You said those trees over there is where they used to hang people. You know, I could say recent history, what, the last, I don't even know when they fucking...
Years and years ago.
Years ago, but...
Early 20s maybe? I'm not
Yeah.
sure. Even later than that. Yeah, our downtown's really historic.
Yeah.
Really old buildings. That building is the oldest building in town. It's on the historic landmark list and all that.
Shit, dude. Where's the, your building right here? Or? Is it yours? Woo!
Get out when you walk through it.
Gotta get you a sign, dude.
Yeah.
Spider web on my fucking face.
Get out, bro.
Shit. Look at this. Oh, fuck yeah. God damn it. Fucking face. There's no web, it's haunted, dude. This is it, huh? Hell yeah, dude. Fuck, man. From the pictures that I saw to this shit, all this you guys did it with your bare hands.
Yeah, just the flooring, man, itself. 4 foot by 50 foot rows. 400 pounds a piece.
Oh, I got banners for you guys coming later. Yeah, man. Fuck.
Come here, Hunter.
Which one's Hunter? Hunter.
Check it out, Jeremy.
What's up, man?
Tell me about your going in the Army in a couple weeks.
Yeah, man.
How many
Shit.
times do you have to take that test?
Like
2 or
4
3?
Four times.
Yeah, but you got it now, right?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's what's up, man. He was telling me. Fuck yeah, dude.
You're rocking your lip fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the band on too. Woo! Oh yeah, man. That's
Yeah,
cool,
man,
dude.
this-
Cool. So I probably get a sign for him up here. I don't know if he wants one. That's kind of cool though. You know, the Ellison Furniture Club. You walk in, it's a fucking bunch of buff ass kids.
A couple years ago, I didn't know a couple of these kids, so I go, hey man, y'all need some extra money? He was like, yo, what is it? So I was like, look, we got this, I bought this building, I'm gonna turn it into a center for y'all. I need to get all this ceiling tile taken out, man. It's not gonna take that much. I'll pay y'all hourly, give y'all a shit ton of monster or whatever. It's not that bad. These two dudes are the first ones that showed up. They was like, okay, so all this was covered in that ceiling tile. And they got up on a ladder. It took them like 1 hour to pull one piece down. And when they did, it looked like a fucking dirt pile just erupted on it. And they looked at me like, this motherfucker lied his ass off. So I was like, listen, dude, just ride it out with me for the next year. We're gonna have equipment. It's gonna be fucking cool. It's gonna help y'all out. Just trust the process.
Yeah.
Dude, literally, dude, everything. Stripping the wall, painting it, painting. We went and got the equipment together. They put the equipment together. Everything that needs to be done, they do it. They have a key to it. I'm pretty much just like the maintenance guy at this point.
Oh, that's good.
I just sweep shit and make sure nobody dies. But yeah, man, me and him's gonna be on a team. And then just give us whoever and then break it up like you normally do. But just make sure you explain it like you do every fucking day. Nothing's different just because these cats are here. So let everybody know how many reps, show them what's up, just do the normal thing. Let's do it.
Don't kill me.
Dude, these dudes are in shape.
Yeah, this is all for show. I'm not fucking in shape. I'm old now. I'm a dad now. I'm a dad now. I'm out of shape.
What's up, man? So tell me your name.
My name is Hunter Woods.
Where are we? What are we doing here? What's up, man?
What we're doing here is like we're doing a circuit. Circuit, is good for a lot of reps. Shock the muscle.
Yeah.
Which get it going.
And how long have you been working here? Like, what do you do here, Hunter?
What do I do here?
Yeah.
I just do what I can. Help keep this place up and running. Yeah.
But like, what does that entail? Like, did you because I heard like this place was literally built from the ground up.
Yeah.
So like, what did you do in that process, man? Tell me about that.
What I do in the process, we did everything. Me and a couple friends, came from school, coach, He kind of lied to us about, how it was going to be an easy job. But heck yeah, what we did was we stripped the whole ceiling, that was the first job we got done, and, it sucked, man. I can't really, that's the only word that you can really say that it sucked, so yeah.
I mean, did you learn anything from that experience?
Yeah, I learned a lot because life is gonna suck, but you keep fighting through it. Eventually you're gonna get through everything that's rough, and life's just gonna be easy from there.
Sweet, man. Where do you go to school right now?
I did go to school at Wewoka High School. I just graduated and planning on going to the military. I leave next month on the 12th.
Nice. Were you inspired to go to the military from here, or?
Yes, I was. Working this place up, he said it was going to be a workout gym, so it was going to help me get in shape. So yeah, it inspired me to get in shape where I needed to be.
Dude, hell yeah, man. If you could leave like one message for people that may potentially want to come out here, like what would you want to let everyone know?
Just the message would be like, just no matter how hard life gets, it's going to be, you're going to be successful at the end if you keep fighting through the trials and tribulations.
My name is Braden Davis. I just come down here to get better myself, and I'm actually from Holdenville, but I transferred over here in 6th grade for sports. And when I first met Coach Cooper going into our freshman year, and he's helped me a lot, grow as a person, gives me advice and stuff.
How did you meet Coach Cooper?
Well, my 8th grade year, he first started coaching at Wewoka, and he got some football players together, and he said, if you want to get better and have a winning season, just come lift with him, and at 5:30 in the morning, that's how I met him.
What's your favorite part about the whole gym?
That it's just accessible, easy, I can get to it. I don't have to go to like seminar or nothing, and we're like a family down here, and we all get along, and it just feels right, feels like home.
at Hamilton.
I'm Isaiah James.
How long have you guys been here?
About a year now.
About 3 months.
What's your favorite part about the gym?
Just getting to come down here and work out, learn new things.
About Sam, yeah. Keep me out of trouble.
Have something to do.
Nice. Like, so if this place didn't exist, like, what would you be doing, like, right about now?
Be home.
Probably nothing. Looking for a job, probably.
Same.
Wait, how old are you guys, by the way?
I'm 19.
17.
17. Dang, man. So if you guys are just at home, like, what do you guys do at home?
I was just chill on the couch, watch TV.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dang. So it's pretty cool, like, here you guys have the opportunity to kind of just work out, like, promote a healthy lifestyle and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
Nice. What's your favorite thing about Coach Cooper?
It's something new every day.
Yeah.
It's just,
You got like different personalities.
he pushes you.
Between the two of you guys, who's stronger?
Me?
Probably me.
No. No.
I'm Winston Jackson. I work out here. Coop is a high school friend of mine. He graduated a year before me. I coach here at Wewoka, and I work out with my sons down here.
Oh yeah, dude. How long have you been here? Like, have you been here since day one?
No, sir. I started 2 months ago, maybe 2.5 months ago. Yeah.
So what's it mean to be a coach here?
Well, it means a lot to me. I care about the kids, and down in this area, it's usually sports or you're doing something you don't got no business doing. So I try to keep my kids involved as in sports as much as possible.
When I was little, I didn't even know the difference between food stamps and money. We had the paperbacks back then. Now you guys have an EBT card, you know, but back then it was a stack of cash, but it was food stamps. My mom would be like, all right, you have this, you can only buy food with this, buy anything else you need with this. I didn't know, in my head it was just like, okay, it's part of life. Until I grew older and met other kids. I was like, dude, no one else has this food stamp shit. What is this stuff, you know? And I started realizing that I was part of this different group of kids growing up, you know? Yeah, you just gotta make sure you really, really like what you do, you know? You really have to like what you do. So if you don't have a passion for it, you know, it's gonna feel like a job. You know, there's stressful times where I have deadlines, I gotta, you know, meet certain deadlines, make X amount of designs or create a whole summer line, fall line, you know, but if you really, really like it, you'll obsess over it and work overtime for it. So I got a check for Dillion and the whole nonprofit for $2,000. He has no idea. So, yeah. Let's pop this thing out, let's check it. Oh yeah. Rip this thing open. Hell yeah, dude. Sweet. Dillion, check this out, dude.
Oh shit, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Of course, man.
Fuck.
I think you guys could use it. So, yeah.
I didn't expect that, man.
Yep.
Thanks, man.
Hammer that out, dude.
Appreciate it, bro.
Put it towards this, and I got some more goodies on the way too. And then I'll disperse all the other stuff later to everybody. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
No, give it to Wyatt. No, give it to Wyatt.
You know, I always think about how I'm gonna raise my child. Now that I have a baby daughter myself, Reese, that thought runs through my head 24/7. You know, I wanna give her the world, yet I want her to experience some struggles in life. When she's older, I definitely wanna share my personal story growing up with little to nothing, and share this story of a project to show that no matter where you are, where you come from, if you have the opportunity to help others, do it, because you never know how much it may change someone else's life. Sometimes the smallest gestures are pivotal in someone's life, especially a child's. I honestly didn't know what to expect going into Oklahoma. Helping Dillion and the kids out was all personal to me. In closing, I know this project barely scrapes the surface of what these kids really go through, but now that you made it this far to the end, I hope you will too continue to give back whenever and however you can.